What up, gamers? It's Will 777JP back at it again with another one, and y'all, this is gonna be a special video for me. Now, in this video, I got a little bit of mail call. I got some equipment here that I want to share with you guys, but I'm also going to do an installation for all you guys out there who may not know or know, and you can call me out, see if I'm doing it incorrectly, or you can make suggestions on how I can do it better, or if I'm doing it correctly, you can learn. But here I have a couple tools which will kind of show you guys what I'm dealing with. But first, let's open these puppies up. I got 2 boxes, ordered these yesterday. Black Friday is here, y'all, even though it's not Black Friday, but Black Friday week has definitely started. I've made a couple purchases off these sales, and I want to show you guys what I got. So let's start with this big one. They're both from Amazon. I was gonna wait till my package from Best Buy came in, but I was like, you know what, I'll just do another kind of mail call video with those, because my shopping spree basically isn't complete yet. This is just the start of it, and there are a few things that I still need to get. But the very first thing that's in this box is a dual charging station. Now, this isn't for me, this is for my son. I bought one for my son about 3 years ago, and it's already not working, so I decided to try this Power A1 out with, you know, in white. I got them, I don't remember what brand it was, but it was a black one, and this one charges the controllers like back to back. The one that I originally got my son was this controller faces this way, this controller faces that way. So I'm hoping that this one lasts a little bit longer. For this one, I paid 20 bucks, Black Friday deal on Amazon. And I checked, or I was kind of looking at buying one, but the original price was 30 bucks, and I just didn't want to spend that much. So yesterday, I got the alert once again from Warrior64, and we ended up getting this one. Now, this one does include 2 battery packs that you can hook up to the controllers, and I just think it's way better than the bullshit Xbox has you do of installing, what is it, AA batteries on their controllers. I'm like, sheesh, just put an internal battery and get it over with. But I see the argument, right? With these batteries, you can replace them as they start to wear out and, you know, lose their hold, you know, how much battery they hold. I understand all that, but I just don't have to worry about that with my PlayStation. So either way, got this from my son. I go pick him up not tomorrow, the next day after that, so he will be surprised with this. The next thing that we have in here is Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 Remastered. Now, this I paid 20 bucks for. I do have the digital version of this, but I wanted to add this to my collection. I feel like they did a pretty good job with this game. I'm almost done with the first one. Actually, no, I think I'm like about halfway through. But yeah, I mean, you can, it's like the old, like the Halo games when they redid them, where you can push the button next to the start and it shows you what it looked like before the remastered, and then you can push the same button to take you to the updated graphics. That's what this game is. So I'm looking forward to volume 4, 5, and 6 that they're releasing, I think in February, either January or February. It's coming up. But yeah, these games normally they have 2 editions. This is the regular one. The standard edition retail is $30. I got it for $20, and I think the deluxe edition is $50, and I think it's being sold right now for $40. I thought about the deluxe edition, but I'm like, I'm not that big of a Tomb Raider fan, but so I don't want to spend double the price that I did for this one, so I'm cool with this one. But this one I strictly got it for the collection only, because the games are on the disc. I already own the games digitally, so this will probably stay unopened. And that's all we got here, just the game and the charging station. Next up, we have this bad boy. I can't believe they threw it in this box. It's such a small item, but let's open it up and show y'all what I got. Now this bad boy I've been eyeing up for a long time. Now I did miss out on the sale they had last Black Friday for actually it wasn't Black Friday. It was just a random day. I missed out on that sale, but I am thankful that I got it this time around, and it is SSD, baby. 4 terabyte. Now, I thought I've had a 2 terabyte installed, but I don't. I actually have a 1 terabyte installed, and this is gonna get installed into my Pro. The Pro already comes with 2 terabytes. This is 4, so I'll have a total of 6 terabyte. This should be all I will need for this console generation. Hopefully, the next console generation has the same storage system. That way, I can carry this over. So the retail for this one is was $379. I paid $260 for it, so it was $120 off. And I know that Black Friday week is just starting, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install this on my PS5 Pro, and if I see it any cheaper, I will buy it and then return this one, and hopefully I can get my money back. But I don't see it going any lower than $260 this Black Friday. There's an app called I forget the name of the app. I'll put it in the description of the video. But basically, in this app, it lets you know what the price has been for any item you're looking for on Amazon over the last year. I think a year is the furthest you can go out. So the $260 price point is the cheapest this has been in over a year. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy it now at that price. The only other price I've seen it or read that it's been low is $240. So $239.99. Now that price seems to be kind of like the unicorn price. So 40, 50, 60, so $30 less than the one I currently paid for now. So if I see that price, I'll buy that and return this one and get my $30 back. But that price seems to have been, or it shows up online just one time and it's disappeared, never to return. So I don't think we'll see that price again, at least this year. So we'll see, right? But yeah. So I got this on sale on Amazon yesterday, and they delivered it today. And I'm also going to be installing this on the video today, in this video. So let's get this bad boy box out the way, and now talking to the tools that I'm going to use. So I have this utility kind of deal with all the tools. The main reason I need this for is maybe... well, I need the blade, right, to open up the boxes, but maybe I'll use a flathead, which this does come with. No, this is not. It's on this side. Maybe. It'll be maybe for the PS5 Pro. But something that I really liked about the Pro this time around... Let me close this blade. I don't need it. Something that I really liked about the Pro this time around is that they've made it like a turn screw, so you can use your finger, where it's not like the OG PS5 that I had, where you actually needed a flathead. So let me see. See? So this one, the OG, you actually need a flathead to unscrew that. And this came very handy. Damn, this sucker's heavy. This came very handy when I was doing that. With the Pro, it has kind of a thumb screw on there. So let's go ahead and pop this thing. Oh, before I do that, the other thing that I will need is I have this glasses repair kit. Now, the reason I need this is because it comes with these tiny screwdrivers. So here's a flathead. Let's look for the screwdriver, which I will need to install that SSD. Wow, this is so tiny. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up, but super tiny. Let's see, moving my camera around. Anyway, so we will need this to install the SSD on the Pro. Let me see if there's another one on here. But yeah, this little kit comes handy. I think I I got this for cheap. It was like on Amazon sale. Again, I think I got it last Black Friday, and I think I paid no more than like 10-20 bucks, something like that. So let's see which one. Yeah, so we'll keep that one. So now let's go ahead and, well, first things first, let's open up the SSD so it's ready to go. Now I'm going to open this up gently, just so in the event that we have to return it to get our money back for the difference, right? If we see it cheaper, it's not jacked up, the box isn't jacked up, and we can try to go ahead and return that. So I'm just right now trying to get the tape out as best as possible without tearing it open, but it looks like that may not be a possibility. Give me a second, guys. Let me go ahead and try to do this up close. But yeah, I just want to, you know, have it in the best shape possible, so in the event that the sale gets better on this SSD, you know, we can return it and there won't be, you know, they accept it. So I'm just undoing the tape instead of cutting it, and now we're gonna open it up. I'm using my little flathead from my glasses repair kit. And the reason that I wanted this WD black is because that's what I own on my PS5. That's what I have. I have a 1 gig, and I like it. It's performed well. It's got good reviews. I probably could have found something cheaper out there, but it's just what I have, right? And it's very well made. It's a very good quality. Now this has the heat sink already attached to it. Sometimes you can get these a little bit cheaper with the heat sink not attached. You buy that separately, and you can find really cheap heat sinks for just a couple dollars. I just get everything in one, so it's ready to rock and roll, ready to install. But yeah, this thing's awesome, man. I mean, it's tiny, right? It's small. Which surprised me because we see it even like here, it looks huge on the box, and on the pictures we see it, they're huge. But yeah, I have a 1 terabyte, and you'll see it in there once I pull it out. Another thing I like to do with all my stuff, I like to just put stuff back how I found it, man. Like however I pulled it out the box, I like to put it back in, and I store it. I store everything. I store all the boxes to all my consoles. I store, you know, all the boxes and all my accessories, like my controllers. I just like to keep things organized, you know what I'm saying? Because even if I were to sell this third part, you know, an item, like if I bought it from somebody, if I show up, right, if I'm selling this SSD card, and I show up to you like this, like, here's the SSD card, man. You'll be like, oh shit, you got the box, the stickers on there. Like, man, this is in good condition. And then once they pull it out, like, oh wow, this is really nice and clean. You're gonna feel better about your purchase, right? So let's go ahead and put these tools to the side real quick. Now, like I said, you don't necessarily need a screwdriver or a flathead for this thumb screw, but I think I tighten it up a little bit with the flathead, so we're just gonna loosen it up a little bit with the flathead just to get it loose. There we go. And then we're going to finish the rest off with our fingers. Now when I take this off, I'm gonna leave the screw in the hole that it's in, so I don't forget what hole it goes on. So there's 2 holes. I still haven't figured out what the other hole is for, but I'm just gonna leave that screw right there. So I know. It has these logos or these symbols to kind of tell you. I don't know if you can see that right there and right there. And that's supposed to give you instructions on which hole goes where, goes what. But I haven't read the instructions that far, so I don't know. I believe so. This side of the Pro is the hard drive. I'm pretty sure the SSD is on this side. So we'll try this first. And to take the plates off, you just want to pull up on these sides. There's 2 clips. You just want to pull up. There you go. You heard that? Bam. Let's get the other one. Bam. Oh, there's 3 clips. And I was incorrect. That is not where the freaking SSD is. So we're going to put this plate back. Now I'm just going to get it aligned right there and then do the reverse. Push down. Bam. I'm going to check this side. Same thing. This side only has 1 clip. And nope. Damn. No SSD. Okay, I think... So one way that you can check to see if the plate is on correctly, you can see the gap in between here and the clip kind of sticking out. So this one is back in there nice. So then that leaves this plate right here. Oh, I heard something. Okay, that's fine. So let's see. It's got to be here because it can't be where the disk drive is. Man, I always feel like I'm going to break this damn thing. Ooh, I don't like that. Is it this side? Nope, it's not this side. Oof. There we go. And there's the SSD. Bam. Alright, so we're going to move this bad boy so y'all can get a better view of it. So this is where we're going to use our screwdriver, our little one, to start. Now that's going to be to open up the lid of the SSD, which is right here. And bam. And it is done. So put that to the side right there. Pop that lid off. And bam. There it is. So there's another screw right here and like a washer. We're going to undo it. Bam. So SSD is sticking up. So here's that screw and that washer in between. We're going to put this to the side as well. And here is the SSD. So the SSD will stick up. All you got to do is just pull it out. Bam. Easy breezy. Now this one is a 1 terabyte. I don't know if it says it on here. Yes, it says it right there. I can't believe I had a 2 terabyte for the longest time. That's crazy to me. All right, so here's this one. Here's the other one. 4 terabyte. They're literally the same size. Literally everything is the same. You cannot tell the difference between the two unless you looked in the back. And then right there you can see the differences in size. 4 terabytes at the bottom, 1 terabyte at the top. So I thought about getting rid of the 1 terabyte, but I think I'm just gonna keep it for my OG PS5 and give it to my son. And then here is the 4 terabyte. So the way that I install this thing is I like to put it in there and then slide it in a little bit and just lay it flat and push in. Alright, that's not working, so then I will go ahead and give a little side grip action there. Look for the hole. Once you feel it. Okay. Oh man, what am I missing here? Maybe this doesn't even fit. Maybe I bought the wrong one, right? There we go. I feel it. I'm going to push in. Bam. Make sure it's secure. Now this one doesn't pop up quite as much. So there. Now remember, these SSDs have sizes. There's different slices. So there's different holes. And depending on the SSD that fits on the PS5, that's where you're going to screw it in. So you can see that little groove on the SSD. It's perfectly aligned with the hole is perfectly, or the SSD is perfectly aligned with the hole. So we're going to go ahead and put that bad boy there. I'm gonna grab my screw, or my screwdriver, my little mini one. Oh, hold on. The screw is pretty tiny. Screwdriver is pretty tiny. Go ahead and put the screw in. Bam. And then just pop it right in the hole. And then it slides right in. You know what I mean? Oh, hold up. Let me get all the way down. I'm gonna have to unscrew it a little bit to... Damn, y'all, I'm having a much harder time. I guess I don't perform as well under pressure as I thought I would. Oof. Yeah. I'm making all sorts of mistakes, y'all. But that's how we do it. Raw and uncut, man. Raw and uncut. Just want to make sure that washer is holding down the SSD, because that's gonna, that's gonna be the thing that holds the SSD down in place. All right, there we go. I think so. Maybe not. Is that the... Yeah, I think that's the tightest it gets. I felt like it went more. But it is secure in there, guys. So if I try to stick my little screwdriver, pull it up, it ain't going nowhere. It's not moving. Everything's nice and tight. I don't like how that screw is showing. Yeah, I don't want to keep tightening it up. Yeah, everything looks like it's in there. I hope... I'm gonna have to rewind the video and see if that much space was showing of the, of the screw. But either way, let's go ahead and put the lid back on. Bam, easy breezy. Put the screw on. And now let's tighten it up with the little mini screwdriver. Bam. You don't have to do it too tight, right? Just make sure that it's tight enough. As soon as it stops giving you any tension back, you're good. And now let's put the plate on. Now the plate, we got the wider side on this side. And just make sure the hooks are in the slot they're supposed to be. I like to give it a little push backwards to make sure those hooks are catching. And then while pushing back on the plate, I go down. And now I just pull down on the plate. Or there we go, one click and no other click. But like I said, best way to tell if you have it on is you don't see a gap in between the plate, right? Because you will see it sticking out a little bit. So yeah, looks like it's secure, good to go. Well, there you go, guys. There's the installation of my SSD, my 4TB SSD. I will now put this... Actually, let me go grab it. So y'all think that I'm fucking bullshitting. No way, Jose. I keep the boxes for all my stuff, man. I like to stay organized. I do not like to... You know what I'm saying? I like to keep things nice and tidy, except for in here, which I'm currently making a huge mess. But what is this game doing down here? But yeah, man, it's not that complicated, y'all. It's not that complicated. And if you're like me, who's been looking to upgrade your SSD, right now is the time to do so. So here is the box for my 1TB SSD. Yeah, they're almost identical. Works with PlayStation 5 or desktop PC, functioning AVEC, PlayStation 5 or PC. Works with desktop PC or PlayStation 5. Same thing, right? The only difference here is that Gen 4 7000 speed. This is 7300 speed. So a little bit better speed, read speed. But besides that, guys, that's it. Sorry for the video being so long, and also I apologize for the screw kicking my ass there for a second. But let me know, do you have an SSD installed into your Pro? I mean, the Pro or your PS5. It does come with, the Pro does come with two terabytes. So it's no slump, right? It actually has a decent amount of storage on there. So what, do you guys have anything, or are you fine with what the system comes with? My 1 terabyte lasted me for a few years and it did well, but now I'm to the point where I just have a lot of games, man. And this 6 terabyte total, 4 with the SSD and 4 with the SSD and 2 that come with the Pro, it's gonna be plenty for me. I don't think I should have to be deleting games, but there it is, guys. 1 terabyte SSD taken out, 4 terabyte installed. Let me know what y'all think. Also, was this Tomb Raider remaster edition, was that a good buy? Let me know. Keep it gaming, y'all. We will catch you tomorrow and Just Playing live stream, and we're gonna have a good time. Keep it gaming.